Locke & Key has all the ingredients for a good binge watch, and we've all enjoyed getting to know the characters. All but one. Who is the major Locke & Key character that fans just can't stand? Is Season 3 really going to be the end of the show? What are some of the plot holes that fans have found in Season 2? You'll hear all about it and more in this video. To start, what character are we most looking forward to seeing? The answer to that question is very simple. Kevin Durand as Captain Frederick Gideon. The Season 2 finale seems to have set his character up as the primary protagonist of Season 3. He's possessed, and the Black Door's most dangerous demon, an echo of a Revolutionary War soldier, and maybe Hines has a bigger part to play as well, because of his relationship to Captain Gideon. From the Netflix teaser, we can see the Locke & Key family will uncover more magic with Key House, while the most dangerous threat yet looms in Matheson, with plans of his own for the keys. So we'll have to see how this all fits into some general theories about what's going to happen in the third season of Locke & Key. But most interesting will be to see how much of those theories will prove to be close to the truth, and there are a lot of them floating around. Co-showrunner Carlton Cuse told The Insider that Frederick Gideon is going to bring a lot of havoc, which he would give an 8 on the havoc scale, maybe even a 10 by the end of the season. We'll learn that there's a bigger, badder demon than Dodge, and that bigger, badder demon will be Frederick Gideon. We've been warned that we may not be ready for what Gideon is about to do. We can't wait to find out what it is anyway. Next up, when can we expect Locke & Key Season 3 to be available? Filming has officially wrapped, so it shouldn't be terribly long anymore before we'll get to see Season 3 of Locke & Key. But keeping in mind that Season 2 was dropped in October of 2021, we don't expect the new season to air sooner than late 2023. Darby Staunchfield, who plays Nina Locke, said that they had wrapped on filming Season 3 before Season 2 even aired. Apparently they wrapped all the way back in September 2021. Joe Hill confirmed this on Twitter. Carlton Cuse told Insider that they had been ahead of the game and had already written a good chunk of it before they even started filming on Season 2, which could mean that we'll get Season 3 sooner than we might think possible. If post-production goes smoothly with a rough guess, we can maybe imagine Season 3 potentially landing as soon as early summer, but as of yet, Netflix has given no sign about when they're premiering Season 3 of Locke & Key. Joe Hill, writer of the original Locke & Key comics and executive producer of the adaptation, did say in a response to a fan on Twitter that the gap between Season 2 and 3 would be shorter. Let's hope Netflix is just trying to be mysterious and it won't be much longer now. Following Locke & Key Season 3 theories. The most compelling theory is that Eden, with her resilience, manages to survive the head-first fall into the well, though no one would really be surprised to see Eden defy all odds, and if she does survive, maybe she'll seek vengeance on Captain Gideon for turning on her, which wouldn't be that far-fetched either, given that she was courageous enough to go up against Dodge for betraying her. Opinions are divided whether Kinsley and Cott will stay together. Their relationship has never been easy, but they've only just gotten back together. And now Scott reveals he's been accepted to film school in England. Will their relationship survive now they don't have the Anywhere key? There are no signs that tell their story is going either way, so this is still hard to say. Many believe Bodhi will use the memory key on Nina, his mother, to finally allow her to remember. She's been kept out of the loop, despite the children witnessing how upset she got about her confusion, but fans don't agree with this at all, and are convinced it's a mistake to keep Nina in the dark. By letting her forget things, she's in much more danger than she has to be. Adding her to the team would be a major improvement for a lot of fans, and we agree. Nina is one of the most loved characters of Locke & Key. She deserves more than this. Don't go anywhere. Next up is Locke & Key ending with Season 3? What are some of the plot holes that fans noticed in Season 2, and who is one of the Locke & Key characters that fans just can't stand? You'll hear about all this next in the video. First, Locke & Key is ending with Season 3. In the last few years, Locke & Key was able to build a loyal fan base, people who are genuinely invested in the Locke siblings and care about how they're all going to end up. When you're a fan of something, no amount of seasons will do. You never want a show to end. But the sad news has come through that the upcoming season of Locke & Key will also be its last. It might be a comfort to know that at least the show will get a proper conclusion. With 3 seasons, the show is exactly as executive producers and co-showrunners Carlton Cuse and Meredith Averill had imagined it. They said in a statement that they had felt like 3 seasons would be the ideal length to bring the story of the Locke family and their Key House adventures to a satisfying conclusion. They were grateful to have had the opportunity to tell their version of Joe Hull Miguel and Gabriel Rodriguez's story, just like they'd wanted. And that is all we can truly hope for in every series. And we can't blame them for this one. Cuse and Avril will be keeping the magical keys for themselves for personal use. Next up, these are some plot holes fans noticed in Locke & Key Season 2. No one's saying that we didn't enjoy Season 2 of Locke & Key, or that we didn't binge the whole thing of it the moment it was aired, but there were quite a lot of plot holes in this season. First of all, many have noted that the Lockes are way too careless with their super powerful magical keys. They could use a lesson in taking the keys a little more seriously and learn how to protect everyone a little more by learning how to deal with their responsibility. Fans are also very confused about why Duncan didn't just make Gabe a deadly key when he had the chance. Duncan may be a big fan favorite. This is one of the biggest pet peeves about the shows for most fans. He could have easily used his own intentions and programmed the key to kill the game or put him to sleep as soon as he used it. But alas, he doesn't. And on another note, what exactly is the Omega Key supposed to be able to do? As has been noted, Ellie was able to get out without the Omega Key, so if you can just go around doing whatever you want, why would you need an Omega Key at all? Though happy that Ellie survived, a lot of fans are not sure it was the best decision, as it doesn't really make sense. Again, why did the key suddenly work when it was made specifically to seal it? So many questions. And now, the major Locke & Key character that fans just can't stand. Now that we've spent some time with all the Locke & Key characters, we can say we are fairly familiar with them, and fans have come to realize there is one character that no one can stand anymore, Kinsey, to the point that some would even go as far as to say that her incompetence brings down the entire story. A turning point for most seemed to be when she put the Savinus in danger, and now, showing enough remorse afterwards, she almost killed them. Why doesn't that make an impression on her? A fan of both comics and show pointed out that the ones who aren't familiar with the comics should give them a go. The screen adaptation doesn't spend nearly enough time on character exploration or explanation as the original comics do. The comics aren't perfect either, but at least there is much more believable character building, and there aren't any doubts about what the good guys and the bad guys are willing to do to reach their goals. So it's like, once again, the books are better than the adaptation, and we might want to wait with our opinion on Kinsey until we've read at least some of the comics as well. Maybe there's a part of her arc that we haven't been shown that would explain why Kinsey does things the way that she does them, but as the show has portrayed her, fans all agree. Kinsey is absolutely insufferable. Sorry, Kinsey. And that was it. How do you feel about Locke & Key ending with Season 3, and do you agree that Kinsey is your least favorite character of the show? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.